It's live.
Good morning, everybody. A very warm welcome to all of you to this induction program session. Today we have a speaker, very renowned speaker, Shri M.K. Krishna. Very warm welcome to you, sir.
Namaskara.
Sir, advisor, trainer, consultant, knowledge management for SBI Funds Management Private Limited. And his present assignments are, he's an honorary director for Dr. Rajkumar I Bank Narayana Netralaya. He's a vice patron and ex-state convener for Indian Red Cross Society of Karnataka. He's a founder member of EDSOI and Civil Society Organization Trust. Sir's interests are, he's a conscious learner and involved in social work, creating awareness on importance of organ donation, banking and finance. He's a consultant for mutual fund investments and training bank employees. He's involved very greatly in training the bank employees and the students and in different sectors. He's an associate member, the Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers, India. He's an ex-chief manager of State Bank of India. He has served there for more than 38 years. A very warm welcome to you, sir. We're very privileged to have you as a speaker for this induction session for our students. So today's topic is to become a full-fledged and a wholesome technocrat. Sir, you can start the session, sir. Thank you.
Ellarigu namaskara and good morning to everyone. And first of all, my sincere thanks to Dr. Rajesh, who is from IEM department, RIT, and also Anita Madam for having given MKK a platform to address the next generation youth, students, and who are going to be the great citizens of the nation. Anyway, if you were to do the program physically, or when you call it as offline, we are done with some other rituals and etc., all those things. It's but natural. So here also, let me not compromise on the rituals, etc. Okay. So what I will do is, instead of Dhupa, Deepa, lighting the lamp and all, I'll start with a simple and a humble prayer, which has been taught by our Upanishads and Vedas, like Sahana Vavatu, Sahana Bunatu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadi Tamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Ultimately, let us work together, let us learn together, let us grow together, let us be together, and let us always have the passion, nation first, institution next, you and me and the individuals, we are the last. I will repeat, nation first, institution next, you and me, and finally individuals, we are the last. I'll say LAST, and let us not get lost. First of all, I am not new to RIT, point number one. And abruptly, 4 days back, when I was having a lunch with one of my guests, I received a phone call through my WhatsApp number, not my regular number, through Rajesh. And before that, Rajesh, he had sent me a message, sir, why don't you kindly refer somebody as a introductory and a guest speaker, as a motivational speaker and all, which I had not seen because I was grossly engaged with one of my guests during lunch. Then when he got a call, I took it. Then I answered his call first. Later on only I saw the message. Then his intention was to find out a speaker for this today's SIP. I said, induction program. Then I casually told him, sir, just a couple of months, a similar institution, a renowned institution, what you call Polytechnic, I had an opportunity to address like that. When I told him, Sir, you don't have to refer somebody. No, you are enough for us. That's why I want to say my sincere thanks to Mr. Rajesh. Without further exploring or going ahead, venturing, sir, you are enough for us. That is the confidence and that is the goodwill what I have created with MSRIT, now what you call RIT. And also with Anita Madam, I had interacted yesterday. And I'm going to make it a useful session to the pupil. I always say pupil means students. In fact, I am a staunch disciple, a follower, also a shishya to two sirs, I am telling you. What do we call in school or college, sir, that is different. The knighthood, sir, I am telling you, one is Sir M. Visvesvaraya and the other one is Sir C.V. Raman. They are the two great icons of our nation. Why, you may be asking, why they are only two icons? Sir M. Visvesvaraya is the one. Even in the previous one of the programs I told, one of the Saraswati Puraskar person, the greatest literary man and the great writer, Dr. S.L. Bhairappa, in one of the programs, he said, who can be your role model? You know what S.L. Bhairappa told? For the entire Bharata, for the entire India, for the entire 135 crore population, there cannot be any other role model or other Purusha than Sir M. Visvesvaraya. Hats off to him. All my talks, I always, without pulling a string of Sir M. Visvesvaraya, my talk will never start. That is my always say, start of the day. Here I will say instead of SIP, start of the program, I always remember Sir M. Visvesvaraya. Like how we had Vishwakarma as an architect. Our Visvesvaraya is the great architect of the Indian engineering itself, I am telling you. So Iribru, wherever ellaru Bharata Ratna, sorry, sometimes my default, my Kannada comes because I am born, brought up in Kannada. I had my education till SSLC also in Kannada. Kannadave Satya, Kannadave Nitya. So kindly bear with me sometimes abruptly or accidentally if Kannada comes. So Kannadave Satya, Kannadave Nitya. So I will continue to give in English only. I will try my best to give 100%. But any chance it comes by Kannada, it comes by accident. Don't mistake. If you don't like, if you don't relish our local language or regional language, there is no charm to live in our state, Karnataka, Namma Kannada Nadu also. So why I said Bharatake Ratna, Bharata Ratna andre, one is Sir M. Visvesvaraya. He is from Namma Karnataka, hardly 45-50 kilometers only. And the other person is Sir C.V. Raman. Although he was brought up in Tamil Nadu, he had his all prime time only in Bangalore. So, rest of them may be Bharata Ratna. These two people, Bharatake Ratna. The reason is, we have 135 crores population. We have got so many scientists, engineers, technocrats, techies, so many people. But one and one only homegrown scientist who became a Nobel laureate, homegrown scientist is Sir C.V. Raman. So that's why I remember him also. Next is Bharata Ratna Sir M. Visvesvaraya. Kannadadalli ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಆಡು ಮುಟ್ಟದ ಸೊಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. In the sense, if you just say in physiology or in medicine, we say anatomy. Understand all the branches of physiology, anatomy. Likewise, there is no subject or a chapter or a text which is untouched by Sir M. Visvesvaraya. So, you name banking, Sir M. is there. You name any chemical industry, Sir M. Visvesvaraya is there. You name any education institute, Sir M. Visvesvaraya is there. You name a reservoir, his name is there. You name a powerhouse, he is there. So I do concur and agree with Dr. S.L. Bhairappa also, that Sir M. Vishwesvaraya are not only a role model or Adarsha Purusha to Bharata, Sir M. Vishwesvaraya is a Adarsha Purusha to the entire universe and the entire world. So I dedicate, that's all, Sir M. Vishwesvaraya. Because today I was told by Anita Madam and Rajesh, approximately around 1,200 students are attending. I was told approximately, because due to Corona and so many restriction, what do you call that, physical or the offline could not happen. And I was told people from architecture, even biotechnology, civil, chemical, cyber security, computer science, artificial intelligence, then machine learning, data science, data analytics, electrical, electronics, medical electronics, instrumentation, information science, and IEM, that is industrial engineering and management, humanities and telecommunication. You may have like Grace anatomy, you may have like physiology, pathology, cardiology, etc. But ultimately it comes under medicine. So even now, I want to tell all the students who are present here, whether you do your doctorate in English, whether you do your doctorate in engineering, whether you do your doctorate in entomology, ultimately you are going to get the PhD, that is doctorate in philosophy, that's all. So all subjects comes under only one subject, that is philosophy, that's all. But here also, when it comes to engineering, I slightly make a change or give a different tilt to it. So I am, in addition to Sir M.V. and Sir C.V., I am also a great fan of Albert Einstein and also Thomas Alva Edison, two great people. Why I say the Albert Einstein is, his greatest thing is with the smallest equation. His greatest invention or discovery, or you do whatever you call, whatever you name it, his greatest discovery is in the smallest. E is equal to mc square. That's all. But if you look at the formula, it is E is equal to mc square. Energy is equal to mass into c is equal to velocity of light. I put the other way around. All subjects under engineering, or now we call RIT, that is Ramaya Institute of Technology. Earlier it was called as MS Ramaya College of Engineering, then MS Ramaya Institute of Technology. Now whatever you call RIT, etc. Whether it is engineering, technology, all the subjects come under the space or the umbrella of E is equal to mc square only. You may ask me, what is equal to E is equal to mc square? E for electrical, M for mechanical, C for civil, and another C for construction only, I'm telling you. You may ask me why. This is a very broader outlet. E is equal to mc square. So in our days, way back, let me introduce in a different way. I had my science graduation from Government Science College with physics, mathematics, and statistics. Later on, I had my postgraduate program in electronics engineering from UVC, that is University College of Engineering. In fact, I had joined the instrumentation program in 1974 because of some institutional provision that the permission was not there. I could not continue instrumentation. Then I went for postgraduate program in electronics engineering. So I had done even my Fortran 4 programming also. Now you and I am holding one mobile here, a simple basic, and I have one more mobile here. I had this one purely for walkie-talkie, that's all. Understand? I will walk and talk only through one number. That's all. Like we had our telephone and the telefax and dedicated fax like that. The reason why I am having is, once I charge on Monday morning, it will take care of me till Friday evening for the whole week. That is the advantage of it. Then I was having this mobile also till March 2020. From the physical world or the offline world, we all shifted over to the online world. And it was only with the 3G, it did not support me with the 4G. Then I had to change over myself. Then I had to use another one. This is the one what I am addressing all of you is the 4G, that's all. So what message I am trying to give you is, you may age only by number and only by date, but you have to keep on updating yourself with your technology and other things. Technology, gadgets, whatever you call, you have to keep on updating. Otherwise, you become obsolete. That's all I want to tell you. So coming to this MC square and electronics, electrical, even electronics was part of it. Then instrumentation was both part of both mechanical and electrical and other thing. And when you say civil, now I was told today, even the architecture people also there are joining today. So earlier, architecture was not separate, it was part of civil only. Now the architecture is separate. And I was also told by Rajesh, even IEM, that is Industrial Engineering Management, they are also joining. Wonderful. Since I keep addressing the MBA student, B schools also, industrial engineering also plays important. So what I am telling is once again is, like how PhD is common for all subjects, E is equal to MC square is also common to all engineering and technology subjects. That's all, nothing else. You may say, I am a specialist in data analytics, I am a specialist in artificial intelligence, I am a specialist in robotics, etc. Ultimately, it comes under mechanical or electrical. One of the branches, it is only a subdivision, it is not the main frame. That's all I am telling you. Coming to the other part of it. In fact, first of all, why this particular induction program? As I see, even when I joined the college, straight away they used to study with the syllabus in the very first class itself. I'm extremely happy after 65 or 70 years, our Government of India, HR department and all, HR, they also thought of the new education program, NEP policy and all NEP. It's a very good one, I am telling you. If only people give a really microscopic depth to it and see, there are good insight, and one can choose the subject what you want. But unlike the other time, what we had earlier, everything was a compulsory subject. Science means PCM. Science means PCB. Okay, then other than that one means CBZ. That's all, only compulsory subject you have to manage. Now you can choose the subject what you want. You can have music, can have mathematics, you can have history also in your degree. You can have your electrical engineering, you can also have some anatomy and some other subject also. The choice and preference, like the Western countries, now it's available through our new education policy 2020. I sincerely welcome it. It's a great and good sign, I am telling you one thing. So under that, this NEP policy, this induction program is a must. When I did the first one, it was called as ESIP, that is in the electronic mode. What I'm doing today is also same ESIP only, that is a student induction program through electronic mode, that's all. So this induction, I want to treat in a different way. It should be like an introduction. Also, it is a guiding force for every one of you. It is only be like indication also. So induction, introduction, and indication. So whether you are a Bachelor of Arts, Science, Commerce, Engineering, Business Studies, or Management, etc., anything. Now, induction program, even when I joined the bank way back in 77, we had one induction program in Belgaum. So induction is like preface, like that. So next 1 hour, it's 11:20. I was told it is from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. But I always restrict my talk to 60 minutes. The reason is, anything given input beyond 1 hour, it goes beyond the hat. It doesn't get into the hard disk. That's all. 1 hour should be enough. But I was also indicated by Anita Madam, there is no question hour or FAQ or something like that, because I'll be addressing through the Zoom and the rest of them are viewing through the YouTube, etc. No problem. I will try to make it as audience friendly. And if anybody has got any question, I will give my contact number, personal number, 944-984-2902. I'll repeat 944-984-2902. I request Anita Madam also to stream it or put it online, my number. to all the students who are attending. After the class or anytime they want, let them contact. That is point number one. I should be available, accessible to people for whatever doubts they have got, because this particular forum or the platform does not allow for interaction directly. So this NAB has introduced this mandatory student induction program. It is a welcome sign. In fact, I got a very good feedback from the faculty of the MA, prestigious MA Polytechnic, the faculty people as well as the management and the students also. This morning, I assured Rajesh, I will also try to give my best to the students here. So kindly keep in mind, yesterday when I was interacting with Jyoti Raghavan, who is a writer and a journalist from Bhawan, some 40, 50 years back, engineers were considered as a top people way back in 1950s and 60s, when India and particularly Bangalore was going for industrialization. In other words, Bangalore is also called as a Manchester of the East, because Bangalore andre BEL, BEML, BML, HAL, HMT, NGF, MICO, you name it, you had any number of, it's starting with either Indian or Hindustan or Bharat, like that, all flooded with industries, etc., etc. So engineers were called as some of the heroes in 1950s and 60s. As it approached in 80s, 90s, we called from engineering to electronics to information technology, we called IT sectors and all. Then slowly biocon and other things, then biotechnology started. Now, this has become another industrial hub of finance and other things. So ultimately, what I want to tell you is engineers are the one who build the economy of the nation also. I want to tell you. This particular induction program suggests what are all the things to be covered is we have to touch about the physical activity, then literary activities, creative arts, then universal human values, then extracurricular activities, then so many things. If they have covered, I mean, in 1 hour, that are all to be covered. I will try to cover all those things. If somebody asks me whether all these things are needed for induction program, yes, it is needed. Why I want to share with all the youngsters here is, I am 68 not out or 69 running. This is my 48th completed 49th year of professional life. I started my career in the profession way back in 1974 in Graphite India Limited. I worked in production, manufacturing and furnaces and other things. Then I also worked in Mysore Lamp Works Limited. I was also into production, manufacturing, assembly. Then I went to marketing and sales. Then subsequently, I got an opportunity to work in ISRO. Somehow I did not join. Then I was probably destined to work in State Bank of India, but in the banking industry from 1976 to 2013, that is 38 long years. In fact, yesterday, my great friend, madam, asked me, you are not working in industry, how you are able to address all technology people and all. I was into industrial finance for about 8 to 9 years in Pina. I was handling about some 150 to 200 units. What is that unit mean? That is MSME, micro, small and medium enterprises, companies, industries, etc. 8 to 9 years. Then I also worked in manufacturing industry. Then I am into the asset management company, industry, etc. So ultimately, nothing to beat experience, maturity, wisdom, and the practical work. So I am very, very fortunate and thankful to RIT for giving me a chance, all those things. Now, as I said, engineers are the key drivers of the economy of the nation. As I told you, engineers were considered nothing but the plum or the platter of the entire nation and the entire society. So engineers are the one who create jobs. Engineers are the one who create employment. Engineers are the one, it's called as not a job, it's called as profession. And engineers are also called as professionals, I'm telling you. Here in this particular 1 hour, what do I want to know about it? I know engineers are the one who pass through this CET examination and so on, anything. So ultimately, the cream of the people only come to the engineering colleges, etc., then to the medicine and all, then other choices and preference. So your job, in the sense, sometimes the parental force must have made you to come to this particular line. Or some of you would have expressed that I want to become like that, etc. And some of them, because of herd mentality, oh, my friend has chosen this one, even I want to come. But the message, what I want to give you, I am also a father of 3 daughters, Nidhi, Kriti, and Duti. I would always say, I won't force you. I won't compel you. You tell me what you want to choose the subject. But when you choose the subject, you must expertise. Ultimately, you become a special in the field. You have to be successful. So the one way or the way of conveying the message, hello?
Sir, you're audible. Continue.
Oh, suddenly it got disconnected. That's why I'm saying.
It's okay, sir.
Yeah.
You can just start.
In the
Yeah.
Animal Planet and so many particular TV, you can see there may be hundreds of deers and gazelles and all. When a tiger or lion, when it chases, it won't chase the entire herd. It will chase only one. It keeps on chasing till it is tired. And once it attacks, that is the prey. Next 3-4 days, it will not have any food, it will only take. So likewise, I am telling you, chase what you choose. So that should be your mission, vision, and goal, and that should be your achievement. That's all I want to tell you. Understand? You have chosen whether it's electrical, mechanical, civil, artificial intelligence, IEM, architecture, etc. So that is you have chosen. So you keep on chasing for the remaining 8 semesters. Maybe for architecture, it may be 9 semesters or 5 years. So that's your next attempt for next 4 years. Don't deviate, I'll tell you. And as a sportsman, as a basketball, I want to tell you, I like Martina Navratilova. When she was 50 plus and she was playing doubles with a 21-year-old Leander Pace or Mahesh Bhupati, etc. She was 50 plus and her partner was 20 plus. And she won the match. And somebody asked, there is a, very well, the press reporter goes and asks, what is the secret of success? I say, Martina, she is quite very attacking and bold. She said, all of you have witnessed my match being played. What do you want to ask the secret of success? My hard work, my sincerity, that has made me to win the game. That's all. Some of the journalists, they will not be convinced. No, still, please tell your secret of success. No. She tells very, very in a plain language, love what you do. That's all. Simple. Love what you do. And second one is do what you love. This is the second message I'm giving to all the students who are attending. Love what you do what you love. Don't connect this love or anything to February 14th, Valentine's Day. For the subject or the faculty or the whatever the subject chosen, I'm telling you, love what you do. This is the second message which I want to tell you. Third thing is, I also said nation first, institution next. You and me and all of the things next are last. Why I want to say nation? We always say Mera Bharat. Today's talk, I want to dedicate one more as a special attention to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose also. I am telling you. Today I have made a blog. It's better to be like a one-man army. it was none other than Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose who gave a threat to the British. And that is why his prefix name is Netaji. Neta means he is like a leader. If you were not to create such a threat to the British wouldn't have left India. Let me dedicate today's talk. It's better to have one hero like Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose than infinite zeros in Bharata are around us. So I want to dedicate today's talk to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. So coming to the nation again, I'll categorize A, B, C, D, E like that. A for America, B for Brit, C for China, D for Dutch, E for Europe, F for France, and G for Germany. These are all whatever you call this advanced nation or forward nation, etc., etc. And H for Holland. Then I stands for India. In fact, instead of India, I want to say Bharata only. Because after the A, America, B, Bharata means we are the only two democratic giants. Even in the two democratic giants, Bharata is the biggest and thickest populated Bharata democratic country. I'm telling you, if A and B joins, a whole world will have to surrender to entire India. I'm telling you. So next major superpower is going to be none other than our Mera Bharat Mahat. And all of you from 17 different faculties of engineering who are attending today, you are nothing but the nation builders. I am telling you only. You are nothing but the nation builders. And engineers are nothing but the economy builders of the nation. And as I told you, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So I will straight away come A and I, that America, then as India, or I put it B as Bharata. If we both become superpowers, rest of the world becomes a small peanut for both of us. So nation first, kindly keep in mind. If we don't work as a nation and interest, why I want to tell this particular nation first also. Our higher-ups, our Narendra Modi ji. When I say Modi ji, do not combine me with the BJP or any political. The leader of the nation, he says, by 2024 or 25, we want our nation to reach a $5 trillion economy. When you say $5 trillion economy, what that economy consists of? Economy consists of three segments. What are the three segments? Industry, service, and business. Industry means MSME, that is micro, small, medium enterprises. But I have given 2 lectures in RIT as well as in IEM. There the MSME, my interpretation is different. There MSME means manufacturing, startups, make in India, and entrepreneurship. So if nation has to improve, economy has to improve. If economy has to improve, means engineers has to come forward. If engineers has to come forward, means entrepreneurs should be there more and more. That's all I'm telling you. Unfortunately, in our present education system, whether the college which I studied, whether Anita studied or Rajesh studied, always studying, we think always, we want to prepare people for a campus recruitment to work as an employee somewhere. No, my intention and my purpose is different. We should try to produce more and more employers to the nation. We are to produce more and more entrepreneurs to the nation, not employees. Once again, like Kuli Tarala, Gulam Tarala, Naukri.com Tarala. If we want to become superpower, our nation, and if we have to reach our $5 trillion economy, we have to have more number of MSMEs, we have to have more number of entrepreneurs, we should have more number of employers, not number of employees. So another motivation, this is what I want to tell you. Let our India become by superpower by 2024, I am telling you. As it is, some of the advanced nations are afraid of India. Why I am afraid of India? In my younger days, I had seen only 2 or 3 different cars. One ambassador, bitre Fiat, ashte. Slowly Premier aito, then slowly Maruti came. After Maruti, I'll tell you, Tamil Nadu became an automobile hub. 10% of the global manufacturing and manufacturing automobile hubs are in Tamil Nadu only, I'm telling you, right? From starting from Ford, which started. So if economy has to improve, It is the engineers who are attending today's program. I am telling you, you are the one who can build the nation's economy, nation's treasury, nation's exchequer, I am telling you. So that's why you utilize this program instead of just induction. You treat this as a motivation program. So I am giving all this base. In any of the Hollywood movies, when you go, the first half an hour, it will be like a trailer. Then you get a newsreel, then you get a mainframe and all. So all this foundation, what I have given you, it's like a trailer to make you as a full-fledged technocrat. That's all. You might be wondering why I must have quoted the name of Sir M. Vishwesvaraya. So kindly remember, I repeat this in all my classes, be it in finance, be it in science, and be it in technology. So you can make a note of this one. If at all you want to become a specialist rather than a generalist, I will repeat, if you want to become a specialist rather than a generalist, so only mantra, the only trump card to become a specialist is know something in everything and everything in something. That's all. I will repeat, know something in everything and everything in something. That is why even today I call Sir M.V. as a specialist or an expert. Adumuttada soppilla anta heltini. There is no subject in the field of engineering or entrepreneurship or technology which is untouched by Sir M. Vishwesvaraya. Because Karnataka and particularly Bangalore is the best example. In addition to that, in the entire India, the first electricity producing state and first electricity self-sufficient manufacturing hub was none other than Karnataka. It was due to Sir M. Vishwesvaraya. And now, all of you are staying in Bangalore for RIT. And Bangalore is known as the aeronautical capital of entire Asia also. Once again, the credit goes to HAL, that Welch and Hirachan, whatever you call that one. Once again, Vishwesvaraya was instrumental for it. So don't think that aeronautical is a special subject. There was no special subject at all in UEC or BMS in those days. After doing mechanical, they had to go to IASC for this aeronautics engineering only, that's all. So aeronautics, mechanical, robotics, artificial intelligence, all comes under mechanical only. So it is not a separate subject. So to make you a full-fledged engineer or a technocrat, so kindly keep in mind, know something in everything and everything in something. When I play a game and I fall, I broke my bone. So definitely I go to an orthopedic surgeon. But I have got some heartbeat problem, I have got a congestion, etc. I go to a cardiac surgeon. Even if a cardiac surgeon, he wants to do my open heart surgery, straight away he cannot cut open my chest and open the heart and do it. He should also know the diabetes, he should also know the blood pressure, he should also know the other conditions of the person, anesthesia, etc. In the sense, know something in everything, then only he gets ready with his knife and scissor, then he will do it. So I want all those who are attending this particular program become a full-fledged technocrat. I am very happy to say, although it is nearing half an hour, I have not mentioned my brother. His name was Sriram. I am Sri Krishna. He was also a student of MS Ramaiah College of Engineering. He was in the batch 1966 to 1971. And incidentally, my father and MS Ramaiah ji was great pals to each other way back in 90s, 1940s. Even I have visited MS Ramaiah also in his house. And Iyengars are known for puliyogre. Nanu nam tande jote, with my father, I have gone and given puliyogre also to MS Ramaiah. There is the old French connection we have got with MS Ramaiah and other things. Coming to the engineer and economy, I am telling you, some of you are from village or a town and rural area. You are slowly coming to the new area. The mindset also has to change because some of them may have to stay in a hostel also. So kindly keep in mind your mindset and attitude, it makes a lot of changes. So kindly keep in mind. So in the introduction itself, I am telling you, your mindset should change. Your attitude also should change. And some of you are first time maybe staying in your hostel and other things. So what I would suggest you is, even at 68, 69, not out, even today, I am telling you, I get up at 2:45, 3 o'clock every day in the morning, I do 1 hour walk. So physical activity is a must for anybody and everybody. Why I am suggesting physical activity is, when in my student days of when I was a teenage, I had seen one Mr. Narasimharajan and Rangarajan. Both of them were engineers from UVCE. Then they studied ME in Indian Institute of Science, Civil Engineering. Both of them not only studying engineering, they were also playing basketball. Now that Narasimharajan, who did his ME Civil Engineering from Tata Institute and who was the vice captain of the Indian basketball team, I repeat, who was the vice captain of the Indian basketball team. Now he has specialized in tunnel engineering. He is staying in UK, New York for that matter. So do not think just because you are a CET high profile academic man studying and other things, never compromise on your physical activity. Physical activity is a must, I am telling you. You have heard of EAS Prasanna, great spinner of Indian cricket team. He was also an engineer. He was also a marketing engineer. He was also serving for ITI. He was also a cricketer. He had earned a good name from West Indies also. And in our days, we had one more also a player. He was also a leg spinner, a off spinner. Venkataraghavan, he was also an engineer from Tamil Nadu. So why I am telling is, physical activity along with engineering and academics, it is a must. Always they say, always only, in the sense, if you are all the time only with the bookish and the thing, you will become a dull-headed boy. So have the physical activity also. In addition to that, I am telling you, you must be having so many quality club and several other clubs also in your institution. And I had one teacher, incidentally, who was Vice Chancellor of Bangalore University. His name was Dr. H. Narasimhaya. In fact, he taught me modern physics in Kannada, I am telling you. He taught me modern physics in Kannada. Avaru Kannadadalli matadore yavaru, mundede, don't become an ordinary person, you become extraordinary. I am just repeating the words, what he told me in the year 1972. It is already 50-year-old statement by Dr. H.N. Le mundede, you have to become extraordinary, not just ordinary. Adikén sir na madbeku ant kelde. What do you have to do for extraordinary? He answered in a very simple way. You have to be extra than ordinary, then you will become extraordinary. What a simple message. So that's why you remember, know something in everything. And you have to be extra than ordinary, then only you can become extraordinary. And you used to always scold the students also. We were all hardly 15 or 16 when we were student there. Avaru Kannadadalli bayoru. Gube, baro illi. Gube ant helidare, in the night bird we call owl. Owl means, very well, night bird, OWL. It will be active only in the night and it will sleep during the day. And when I retorted and reacted with Professor H.N., yenak sir nammannella gube anta baitira. No, when I scold you only, you will become alert, you will become active, you get motivated. Sir, what do you mean by the owl gube? He taught me the entire your leadership or your entrepreneurship comes from that OWL. Mind you, students, all of you who are here, M.S. Ramaiah himself was a great role model to the entire Bangalore. I remember 1930s and 1940s, he was doing a contracting job. Mestri kelsa ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದು, contract job ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. In fact, he became a big contractor and other thing. Even for the Sharavati, Linganmakki and all, he was responsible. He was also part of it in the construction, etc. And with his basic education in Kaivara or something like that, now he has built Ramaiah Institute of Technology, Ramaiah Medical College and other thing, Ramaiah Hospital and other thing. When a man with a poor rural background, he could build the entire empire and industry of engineering college, medical college, hospital, and so many things. And all of you are blessed with your pyramid, so many other infrastructure and benefits and all. So definitely you can build a better India. So I want all of you to become extraordinary, not just become ordinary. So that OWL andre, that Gube andre, kindly make a note of all these things, OWL. He said, Krishna, if you want to be successful and you want to live long, like our Sir MV or Sir CV, everything is within that OWL, he said. What is that OWL? Whatever you do, have that ownership. Point number one. O stands for ownership. It is not just only ownership, and you should also have the workmanship also. You have to work along with that ownership. Then it is not that making others to work. You should also lead with your working. So OWL means ownership, workmanship, and the leadership. So all these three will make all of you to become another Ramaya itself, I am telling you. Now I request Anita madam to switch over to one particular slide I have given about Sir M. Vishwesharaya. I request you to project that particular slide, madam. I want to touch upon that one. Anita madam. I shared that slide.
Sir, actually, that control is yours from your side. It's difficult for us to project because, sir, actually, it should be projected from your side only, sir.
At morning at 8 o'clock, I requested Rajesh, let the control be in one.
But we are in different location. The streaming is for you, it is done. So it is a little difficult, sir.
Okay, forget about it. Anyway,
yes.
I mean, there is a saying.
With the students later, sir.
There is a saying in engineering, drawing is the language of engineering. Kindly keep in mind, drawing is the language of engineering. And the second one, they say, if you fail to plan, it means you are planning to fail. So somehow, although with all previous arrangements, previous communication, sorry, sir, student, we failed to project the particular slide. Don't worry. I'll replenish or substitute in a different way. Sir M. Vishweshwaraya's quote is always, I remember, your job maybe is that of just a railway gatekeeper. I'll repeat, your job maybe is that of a railway gatekeeper. But kindly see that your railway gate is the number one in the world, and there cannot be a better one than that one. So in the sense, never have any, whatever you call as a job differentiality, etc. At the same time, that is a superiority. This is inferiority. There is no dignity of labor and other things. Do not keep it. Whether you are a mechanical, civil, electrical, robotics engineer and other things, forget about the dignity of labor. Be ready to work in any level, etc. This is the first message I am telling you. But I am telling you, you have to excel. That's all I am telling you. You have to excel in whatever you do. That is a message given by Sir M. Vishwesharaya. With the same thing I would like to pass on. I told you about the mindset and the same time physical activity. And I slowly want to come to the creative arts as well as literary activities. Why I want to touch about the literary and creative art? I have found generally engineers are basically, in general, I am telling you, or rather may in our days, the communication skills or the soft skills of the generally the technocrats and the engineers and were very, very weak. Or I can say poor. If you say 10 as the final mark, they used to get only 4 or 5. They were not so good in communication skills. So I am telling you, nowadays, all of you with a better background, with a better schooling and other things, communication is the most important thing. At the same time, you join some of the literary clubs and other things in your college itself. Hello? Is it clear, audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Okay. So I request all of you to participate in other literary activities and other things. Because now in the present world, because I also had the opportunity to visit Stanford University and some of the important universities. So there was an adage, survival of the fittest. Now Rajesh, Anita, and all the participants who are sitting here, I can tell you that adage, survival of the fittest, is no more valid. Now there are some more add-ons to it. Survival of the fittest, survival of the fastest, and survival of the farthest, I want to tell you. So kindly keep the 3F in mind. Survival of the fittest, survival of the fastest, survival of the farthest. All the three are equally important. Otherwise, on day-to-day basis, we become obsolete, we become redundant, we don't fit into the rat race. That's all. In addition to that, why I want to tell you regarding the physical activity, literary activity, creative arts, in the sense, if you don't have extracurricular activities, I give you the example of Venkatraghavan, EAS Prasanna, and so many people. Why you need that means, nowadays, nowadays, the 60, 65 means they used to call first class and a gold medalist and whatever you call, highest percentage, etc. Distinguished. Now, 100 out of 100 in any class, even 20 or 25 out of 150 students, they get 100 out of 100 in a class. I really wonder how they get it. Anyway, I appreciate the meritocracy and other thing. So, only your academic does not count, I am telling you. Your academic or your own numbers or the score alone does not count. Your physical activity, your literary activity, your creative arts. So what is out of the box alone will help you to get your admission, whether it is in Harvard or Stanford or Oxford or any place, I am telling you. So your extracurricular comes into place. So mind you, students, whatever you learn, the first 25 years of life, I'll repeat, whatever you learn, the first 25 years of life, in the sense by the time you come to engineering mean 10 plus 2 means 12 plus 5 means 17. The remaining 5 years by 21 or 22, you will become engineer. So another 2 years, masters, etc. That is postgraduate by 24. Let me put it in a simple way, 25. Whatever you learn first 25 years, you reverse the 25, it is 52. If you add 25 to 52, it is 77. The average life expectancy of any Indian is 77 years. So what you are going to learn, acquire, and build the assets and build your treasury in physical, literary, academic, and all, first 25 years, that will take care of you for the remaining 52 years of life. So don't rest now. So once again, I will use the adage of Sir M. Visvesvaraya. If you rest, R-E-S-T, you will tend to become R-U-S-T. If you rest, you will rust. So I don't advise you to be restless, but have work-life balance and try to become like Kapil Dev or try to become like Sir Gary Sobers, become an all-rounder. I also quoted some of the engineers or sportsmen, etc. So I am telling you, try to become extraordinary, try to become an outstanding personality. So know something in everything and everything in something. So, and another 15 or 20 minutes or something like that one, I'll be coming to the end of the session. Before that, I tell one telephone number. I want all of you to make a note of it. That's all. Just right now, you kindly make a note of that number, nothing else. I'll tell that number 888-401-8800. Now you just only note this number, do nothing, I am telling you. Don't disturb yourself, deviate from that one. Because I have to connect, in the end, universal human values also in this induction program. So kindly note this particular number, 888-401-8800. 0, 0. I am sure whoever attends the seminar or whatever induction program, you have been with a pen and a paper. That is the decency or the discipline of any student, etc. So why I am telling all these sports is, all work and no play makes the jack dull boy. That's all I want to tell you. I will repeat. All work, no play makes the jack dull boy. Even today at 68, 69, every time every summer I go to trekking, mountaineering and all. I produce about 100 to 200 new students for trekking and mountaineering. I am also an expeditioner, I am telling you. And another secret of success in life is early to bed and early to rise. That's all I want to tell you. Early to bed and early to rise. Let us follow the nature. I am staying in Malleshwaram, opposite to one of the biggest people tree here. Early morning, 3 o'clock, I listen to the chirping of the birds. I don't need any clock or alarm, time setting, etc. If I just listen to the chirping of the birds at 3 o'clock, I get up, I start, my SOD starts at 3 o'clock, and the day goes on. And also keep in mind, if you are not active, you tend to become obsolete also. So another 3-4% I wanted to quote because I have kept it in the slide. Somehow it is not being projected. I have got 3 more. One is Sir M. Vishwesharaya. That is the most important thing. Another 4% I would like to quote. I think some of you can make a note of it. You can read it later. I always, one Ellapalli Sridharan, E. Sridharan, we call it as a Metro Sridharan. He was basically a civil engineer. He joined the Indian Railways. Even at 75 strong, he was going. In fact, after his superannuation, somehow I don't like to use the word retirement. Superannuation means after attaining 60 in some of the state and central government public sector, you are not permitted to work. That is why you use the word superannuation. In fact, he took up the Delhi metro work and other things after his superannuation. This is for information. So, age no bar to be active and to be always vibrant. Sir M. V, even at the age of 85 or 90, when you go to Bihar, especially near Patna, 70 kilometers away for the Ganges River, there is a 5-kilometer bridge, I am telling you. At the age of 80 or 85, he made the inspection and all. He was able to work for that term. And he worked till the age of 95. So, physical activity, literary activity, creativity with extracurricular activities. These are all important things to become a good technocrat and a full-fledged engineer. In addition to that, you must also have the knowledge of local things, etc. I'm telling you, just don't get stuck to only your hostel and the books and other things. What are all the surrounding things surrounding, I'll tell you. In fact, the Institute of Science, the adjacent compound to RIT, in fact, that is the one which was started with, it was nothing but a brainchild of Sir M. Vishwesharaya, also Swami Vivekananda, also JRD Tata and other things. So such an advanced institute or the Indian Institute of Science, which was started, earlier it was called Tata Institute of Science, way back in 1908, I am telling you. Even today, it is in the top 10 global universities or the institutions in the world. So have a courtesy to go and visit that particular thing. Also, when you get a chance to go to Bharat Electronics, why I am telling is, Nanu nanna parisara nanna sutta mutta tilkobeku. HMT was once upon a time, they were manufacturing one of the best lathes, I am telling, in the entire India. Somehow it collapsed. In fact, you know what I am wearing is a HMT watch, I am telling you. HMT was a pioneer in the mechanical watches, but they did not get updated. They did not become current. They did not become relevant. Ultimately, they had the nose dive. That's all I want to tell you. So another message to all of you, boss, don't stay where you are. Keep moving. Be ever onward. Keep on updating. Never become obsolete. And if you take rest, you will rust. So that is the message I am keep on giving you as a sort of a motivation. And the other thing is, So kindly keep in mind, there are so many other sectors which are all coming up now. What are all the sectors that are all coming up? In fact, some of you, so I want to slowly push you to become entrepreneurs also. Why MKK is trying to give a piece of GAN even in entrepreneurship in the induction program. Most of the successful IT companies in the world, IT czars, are dropouts. But no, I don't want anybody to become a dropout or even a backout. I am telling you, you want to become a successful person, like maybe you may say Steve Jobs or even Bill Gates, etc. No, they are all the Western bound. Whereas in the Indian bound, I am telling you, in the Bangalore itself, I am telling you, Azim Premji, who started, I am telling you, because some of you are from the electronics field, some of you are from data analytics and so many people. And Azim Premji and all, some 30, 40 years back, they were doing Shikakai soap, I am telling you. They were doing some of the oil manufacturing and all. From oil and soap, they went to the Wipro technologies, I am telling you. So Wipro is another, I am telling you, a very pioneering industry that is also from Karnataka only. Not only he built up the Wipro technologies, and you got Azim Premji University also, and to create some human values and humanitarian growth, he has also contributed $2 billion and he made Azim Premji University, etc. He is trying to extend education for the rural masses and other things. In addition to building the economy for not only for Bangalore and the state of Karnataka and then the nation, he is also developing for the education, the rural upliftment and other things. One of the example is Azim Premji Wipro. So another example I want to give, we say Magnificent Seven, Saptarishi Mandala, I mean 7 C's, etc. Likewise, 7 people from Karnataka, they joined, like Narayan Murthy, Sudha Murthy, Shibu, Nandan Nilekani, Pai. They're all from different fragments and etc. One may be chartered accountant, one may be from mechanical engineering, one may be from electrical engineering. All 7 people joined, 7 heads joined together. Today, you have got one of the best top leading Infosys company also. Because out of this audience, 30 to 40% are from electronics and data analytics, etc. So here I want to give one message to all of you here. Jobs are available in plenty. Only thing the individual will have to go for the job where it is available. That's all. Jobs are available in plenty, but the skills are also empty. Now, you may be asking, why am I particularly referring this particular point? Now, in the last 2 years, the scenario of the working itself has changed from March 2020. Instead of working in Hosur, instead of working in Electronic City, you are working from home. From work from home, it has changed to work from anywhere. Now it has turned to work from remote. So you can sit in a farmhouse, you can sit in an agricultural field. I can work from anywhere. In fact, my second daughter by name Kriti Krishnan, she has become a global mobility specialist who worked for Stantec in Canada. Now she is working for Red Hat. She has specialized in global mobility specialist, I am telling you for that matter. In the sense, jobs are available for you, boss, all of you. Don't worry about the job, but you prepare yourself for skills. This is what I want to tell you in this motivational talk. And if I were to have a board, I have written, but I don't have a board to write here, but I'll tell in a simple way. To spell the word skills, we always say S-K-I-L-L-S, skills. If I remove the first S, it becomes kills. If I remove S and K, it becomes ills, I'm telling you. So if you want to remove ills, you have to kill it. So if you kill the ill, if you develop the skill, your whole world is with you. The jobs are, plenty of the jobs are available with you. I am telling you one thing. Moreover, India in the last 7 years, you must be seeing, we are trying to develop 200 cities, smart cities and other things. You may be asking why I'm connecting smart cities and 200 cities, etc. See, all of you are from mechanical, electrical, civil, architecture, avionics, and so many things. I'll consider one example of just Bangalore Namma Metro. I think it completed around 10 years, just 1 month back. To have one Bangalore Metro train, you know, Bangalore Metro, every day, about 7 lakh passengers, they commute in that particular Bangalore Metro, that is local conveyance. To complete one Bangalore Metro, that's why you're totally given a full-fledged technocrat. To make one Bangalore Metro, you need to have pillars. So you need to have construction. You need to have civil. Then you have to draw railway line, like all the rails and other thing. You need to have mechanical. Then you have to have the power. There is no question of steam engine or diesel engine. You have to have power only. So you need to have electrical. Then you have to have the control system, signals, and then it's a digital technology, etc. So the combination of civil, electrical, mechanical, construction, architecture, everything put together alone is Bangalore Namma Metro. So I'm giving you the example. None of you who have finished your CAT and come to this particular college, you'll never be wandering for your job. The jobs are available in plenty. Only thing, skills are empty. So through this type of motivation talks and the clubs, what you have got, I think your MSRIT, I got a quality club and some electronic club and so many other clubs and other things. So kindly join and never waste a single minute, because the only one commodity what goes forward, which will never come backward, is your time. So kindly keep in mind, time is a very, very precious commodity. You cannot afford to lose. You cannot afford to waste it. As I told you, first 25 years, what you learn, it will come for reverse it, another 52. So 25 plus 52 means 77. The average mortality of the lifespan of an Indian is 77. So take care. All of us, we have to live a full life of 77 years. So all along what I have given you is just a background of it. Now my trailer is over. I'm little bit, even the newsreel is also over. So I mentioned only about the example of one person, Metro Sridharan. Here I just want to connect another important person, Ratan Tata. Because I was told in this particular class, people are there even from architecture also. In fact, Ratan Tata also did his master's in architecture only, some in US university. In fact, I went to that Kodak University also way back in the year 2008. I think it must be some Rochester or something like that. Although he did this architecture, he wanted to become a structural and architecture engineer only. He wanted to remain in Los Angeles in America. He never wanted to come back to India. But somehow the situation and the circumstances in the family situation made him to come back to India. An architectural design person. He served Tata company for more than 35 years as the chairman of Tata. Let us give a big hand to Ratan Tata, I'm telling you. And in fact, he was the one who brought out the Indica, the Indian car also, a small version. And he was the one who brought out even the nano car also for just 1 lakh rupees, I am telling you. So why I am telling you? Ratan Tata is one of the best examples. So as a civil engineer, E. Sridharan, he went to the railways. He was the one who built up the Konkan railways, then Delhi Metro. And he is known as a Metro Sridharan only. So try to create your own identity, all my dear students who are present here. So here I just want to take 1 minute, especially on Ratan Tata. Although he is from architecture, he had took a major decision in the sense, Decision making and decision taking are the traits of the engineers and technocrats. Kindly keep in mind. What is the decision taking and decision making? See, 100 years back, the Tata people, they started manufacturing steel. You know, Bila is known for Tata Steel, etc. All those things, all of you are aware. And even today, you know what is their regular advertisement? We also manufacture steel. That's all. In fact, Tata, they come out with a salt, they Tata with a vehicles, Tata with all heavy equipment, Tata with so many defense, four-wheelers, six-wheelers and other things. They are pioneers, I'm telling you. So why I'm telling you decision taking, decision making important in life. And they wanted to take one particular takeover of one core steel, and another one is an automobile company, Jaguar, etc., etc. When the entire committee, when the entire directors went against Ratan Tata took a very bold decision. We will go for it. That core steel, it is in the European base, and it has become one of the successful company. And when British came and occupied India, British invaded India, a man from Ratan Tata, he went and took over the British company until a steel company, I am telling you. So also, once upon a time, we were only just with Ambassador and Fiat. And Jaguar is another important foreign brand. And that foreign brand that was also acquired. And now that is one of the leading cars in the Western countries, I am telling you. So as engineers, see, most of the science and engineering background people, they are good in analytics. They are good in analysis and decision making. Because why I'm telling you is some of the IEM students are also attending today here. So try to visit a lot of companies and industries. Even today, day for yesterday, I expressed my willingness. I want to visit HUL in Hosur. That is Hindustan Unilever, etc. Because one of my friends has joined the brew company there. I want to see the automation, etc. 2 years back, I went to Toyota company, and Toyota company also, I wanted to visit the assembly line, how the automation is going on, etc. And 2 years back, Toyota Kirloskar automotive parts and all, they wanted to close down and they wanted to introduce robotics and other things. And some of them were losing jobs, etc. So in the field of engineering and technology, rotationally, there are every chances of losing jobs and other things because of upgradation of technology. So it is your duty also to upgrade yourself with your technology and skills. So this is another message which I wanted to give all of you, I'm telling you. So coming to the another important thing is I want to touch about the humanities aspect also. Humanity is important. You know very well, Infosys, they are doing a lot of IT related work. And I forgot to tell you, when 7 people joined together for the Infosys technology, 7 people, they had their only one mission, one vision, and only one aim. We will start local, but we will go global. I'll repeat. We will start local. We will go global. One day, our stocks or our shares, whatever you call, it should be listed in New York Stock Exchange. They achieved it, I'm telling you one thing. So I'm telling you, all of you are youngsters. Some of you may be a family friend. Some of you are good classmates and batchmates for a long time. So join like Magnificent 7. Make a cluster. If one single Ramaya could build such a big empire of institution for you people to have such a great education, if some of your parents are from a well-to-do family, and if you can build some empires, etc., become like Infosys giant, etc., then from start local, go global. You got example, Sudhamurthy, Narayan Murthy, Nandan Nilekani, Pai, etc., Shibu, etc. These are all the standing examples of Bangalore alone. Along with that, Azim Premji also, I am telling you. But never ever become like our Indian telephone industry or NGF or what happened to our HMT watch, etc. So keep on updating, keep on becoming, upskilling, etc. These are all the things that is required. So what are all the messages I'm telling you? Become a specialist. Don't just become a generalist. So become an extracurricular man. Then you become an outstanding person, an extraordinary person. Don't remain that I am just a student. No, you have to become an extraordinary student. So coming to that, I told about one is Metro Sridharan. I had told also about the another personality, that is Ratan Tata. Here I just want to touch upon two more important persons who are techies, and basically they are from engineering background, but still you should also know they were very good in finance also. You may be surprising who are those two gentlemen. One is B. Subbarao. Okay, B. Subbarao, he was the RBI governor way back in 2008 to 2011. In fact, basically he is a BTech and engineering graduate. Then he specialized in finance and economics. He was governor of Reserve Bank of India also, for that matter. Why mean finance man cannot learn engineering, whereas an engineering man can learn finance. So it is not vice versa. It is one way. Engineering and science background people, they can learn finance. Finance people cannot learn engineering. I give the example of V. Subbarao. And another person is the triple R, Raghuram Rajan. I'm also a fan of him. He is quite a smart guy. He's a very handsome guy. I'm telling you. He is also basically from B Electrical for information. Then he was also in International Monetary Fund. He was also serving in the World Bank and other things. He was also in India serving as Reserve Bank governor from 2013 to 2016 for about 3 years or 4 years time. He was also serving as the Reserve Bank governor. In fact, during his period only, lot of cleaning work, overhauling work of the entire banking industry has happened, like NPS set rating and other things. So now it has become a clean slate. That is why now another person is Nirmala Sitharam. She is also a nominated person from Bangalore only. She is also a finance minister, I am telling you. She is from the field of economics. So now, next 2-3 years, I am telling you, both, since the slate is very clean, our India is looking forward for economic development in the field of industry, service, business, in all the 3 areas. I am telling you one thing. If at all we want to improve our economy, all MSME units will have to come up. And you know very well, in the transport industry, like Nitin Gadkari and all, they are coming out with roadways, waterways, airways, and so many things, etc. So jobs are available. You don't have to think or worry about your after 4 years, what is going to be a job position. Only thing, as engineers, you have to go for the job where it is available, and job will never come to where you are. That's all I want to tell you. So I told about one about the Ratan Tata. Second one about the technological people who became into finance. One is B. Subbarao and the Raghuram Rajan. And one more person I want to tell you is C.K. Prahalad. We call him as management guru. I am telling you one thing. Along with C.K. Prahalad, I should also mention about the Korean who brought a white revolution in our nation. What is that white revolution? In 50s, 60s, our country was facing problem for this dairy products, milk and other things. Basically, he's a mechanical engineering man who, the Thomas Korean, he was in Gujarat and all. He worked for the Gujarat Milk Union and other things. From 60s, 70s and all, now we are self-sufficient with white product. That is white revolution happened. Now we are exporting milk and milk-related products to the other countries. I am telling you one thing. So also we had a green revolution. That green revolution happened through Swaminathan. He wanted to become a doctor, but he became a doctorate in agriculture science and agriculture engineering, he brought a green revolution. So we had a white revolution, we had a green revolution, all these from individual. And C.K. Prahalad is the one. C.K. Prahalad means Coimbatore Krishna Swami Rao Prahalad. He is also basically an engineer. Then he became a management guru. I request all the students here to go through one of his famous book, I am telling you, Opportunities at the Bottom of the Pyramid, I am telling you. I will repeat, Opportunities at the Bottom of the Pyramid. And another book by Raghuram Rajan, who was the former RBI governor, is The Hidden Fractures, what he has written. And he has also written one more book by Raghuram Rajan, RRI, is Market, Society, and one more is there, Market, Society as Club and other thing. That is also a wonderful book. So why I am telling is, along with your academic, have literary activities of reading, writing, and oratory also. So if you don't develop that one, I will just remain as just some small engineer in a company and all. No, I want all of you to become like C.K. Prahalad. I want all of you to become like Ratan Tata. I want all of you to become like our Metro Sridharan. And another person I forgot to mention is Jack Welch, I am telling you. He is another favorite person. He is not Indian. And I worked in Mysore Lamp Works Limited because I worked in lamps manufacturing, and lamp means is connected to Edison. In fact, I had been to New Jersey. I had been to Edison also. Thomas Alva Edison is another greatest person. He is known for so many inventions and discoveries. Thomas Alva Edison. Hats off to him. So along with Edison, why I want to tell you is GE company is known. That is General Electric. In fact, General Electric was the one who was manufacturing bulbs, that is lamp, as well as tubes and other things. Now the technology is gone. Even the Edison people, they stopped manufacturing the regular bulb itself. I am telling you, some 25, 30 years back, they switched over from the regular engineering to GE Capital. They jumped from technology to finance, etc. In the GE company, there's adage is, whatever we start, we should be number one. If we have to be remaining as number two, we don't have to remain in the industry. So these are all the live examples I'm telling you. One is Jack Welch, another one is C.K. Prahalad. C.K. Prahalad was also one who was working in Union Carbide long back. And you know, Subbarao, I'll tell you, he was also Reserve Bank governor. And another person you want to mention is Jnaneshwar. He is also an engineer. And you know very well, ITC company is there, Indian Imperial Tobacco or Indian Tobacco, whatever you call. And now you know very well, near the college and academic and in education institution, in and around, tobacco or cigarette is not permitted. Some 25, 30 years back, tobacco ban was brought. So India, ITC was the one which was in Calcutta, was known for manufacturing cigarettes and all. But being a Dhaneshwar, he stood as a CEO for a long time. He branched out. He diversified the manufacturing into biscuits, papers. Even now in Bangalore, you find one hotel called as Windsor, ITC Windsor, etc. So you use your brain, you make your own innovation through this type of induction program. What I can think next out of the box, and what I can support to the nation, what I can support for the economy of the country, then how can I bring good name to my institution? So this particular induction program should help all of you to think out of the box. This is what I want to tell you. And last word of caution, I just want to tell you, now it is 12:25. Another 5 minutes, I will close. As I told you, it should not exceed 60 minutes. Although they said 11 to 1 o'clock, I want to stop at 12:30 because anything goes beyond 90 minutes, no, it doesn't get into the hard disk. It will go out of the disk only. So 2 years back, I had been to Axis Global Manipal Academy in Bangalore only. So this is the last word of caution I want to give and close my talk. Before I give you instruction regarding the telephone number which I gave you. 2 years back, that is in October 2019, in Manipal Global Academy is there near Jaipur. One is HDFC, another ICA, then Axis Bank, etc. So there was a batch of junior executives who had joined Axis Bank with 870 people in that batch. And with the 870 people, 780 of them are BE, BTech, and REC, and all those engineering technocrats. After doing their 8 semesters engineering, and some of them even from aeronautics, they had come and joined the bank as for the junior executives. And if your parents will have to spend lakhs of rupees with your CET result and other thing for doing a dummy job of the banking, why your technology and so much of resources and academic request to work in a bank? You could have become something more to develop the economy of the nation. So I found out of 870, 785 of them. So boss, all of you, you can develop the economy of the nation by starting micro or small and medium enterprises. Now, money is available plenty in India, but only the entrepreneurs are empty. This is the last message I am trying to give. Money is available in plenty and entrepreneurs are empty. The reason is now nation, Ministry of Finance, through all Prime Minister schemes, and there are so many schemes, etc. They are willing to finance. They are ready to give advance and other things, but that for take off, to take that money and utilize it, people are not coming forward. Even in the state government, if you want to start one refrigeration plant, maybe for some fisheries and other things, if the total cost of the plant and machinery is 1 crore, 50 lakh subsidy is given by the state government, I am telling you. When a small person like MS Ramaya could build such a big empire, of doing your CET, of doing your engineer, to work as once again as a coolie or a Naukri.com to some other Accenture or some other company as a Naukri.com, our country cannot prosper. And after studying in such a great institution like RIT, I want all those 1,100 people today attending, they had to become entrepreneurs and they had to become venture capitalists, and they are the one to develop our nation. So this is the message which I wanted to give it to all of you. Now I'll come to the last point. I have given you one number. My personal number is 944-984-2902. Any day morning between 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock, anybody can call me. Instead of using the word FAQ, that is frequently asked question, I'll use the new abbreviation PQRST, that is purely question relevant to speaker's topic. I'll repeat, purely question relevant to speaker's topic. Because last one I had to touch regarding universal human values. You remember just 2 months back, that is on October 29th, one of the film celebrity or a younger generation man by name Punit Kumar, he died at the age of 44 or 45. So why I'm just giving you is, important is, your academic is important, physical fitness is important, along with that human values are also important, along with that philanthropy and charity is also equally important. And on his demise, on his death, on the day, the family member, they decided to donate his eyes. And on 30th of October, his donated eyes was able to give 4 corneal transplant to 4 corneally blind people. And after his eye donation, that is Netradan Mahadan on 29th of October 2021, in the last 2 months, more than 50,000 eye donation pledges have taken place only from the youth segment, younger generation segment, that human values he has created. In the sense, he is not that physically living, he has given eyesight to somebody, so he has gifted the sight and is departed the world. So that particular number, what I have given you is 8840188800. I will repeat, 8840188800. After the session is over, what I want all of you to do is just give a missed call to that number. In the sense, through your Android phone, just give a missed call to 8884018800. The moment you give a missed call, within few seconds, with maximum 10 seconds, you will get one link. You don't get a call, you will get a link. You just feed only your basic data, like your name, your mobile number, your email ID, your Aadhaar number, etc. Some 4 or 5 fields only. Once you fill up and submit it, within 1 minute, you are going to get a certificate saying that you are an eye donation ambassador. I will repeat. Just give a missed call to number 8884018800 after the session is over. Within 5 seconds, you will be getting one link. Just open the link. There are only 4 or 5 fields. Fill that field, submit it. Within 1 minute, you are going to get a soft copy as a eye donation ambassador, as a site ambassador. So you educate your parents, you educate your neighbors, you educate your surrounding. So donate eye gift site and become eye donation ambassador. This is the one thing you can become a universal human values you can create. In addition to that, in every college, I am sure NSS will be there, Youth Red Cross will be there. It is the age group, 18 to 30 years age group. They are providing the maximum life support to all the patients in Bangalore. In the sense, Bangalore has become hospital tourism hub in the entire India and the entire Asia. On an average, 1,000 units of whole blood is required every day to meet the surgeries in Bangalore in various hospitals. I will repeat, 1,000 units of whole blood is required to meet surgeries of patients in Bangalore hospital. So blood cannot be obtained in Mantri Mall or Orion Mall or any other Amazon and other thing. Blood can be donated only by human being and no other being. So donate blood and save lives. In the sense, 1 unit of blood can save 3 lives. So I am sure your college will also be conducting periodical blood donation. All men, healthy men, once in every 3 months, you can donate 1 unit of blood. Women, once in 4 months because of their physiological, biological condition. So on an average, 4 times a year, you can donate the blood and become eye donors also. Have some human values also. So Sir M. Vishwesharaya, I quoted, Sir C.V. Raman, I quoted, and I want to touch upon Swami Vivekananda also. Swami Vivekananda has also told, they only live who live for others, and others are more dead than alive. So with this message, with these few things, now it is exactly 12:30. We started at 11 o'clock. It is exactly 90 minutes time. I think it should be more than enough. So anybody can reach me on the personal number what I have given. Wishing all the best to all the students who have participated here. Also my guests, if at all they have attended, that is Jyoti Raghavan, G. Kalihal, as well as Mr. Ravindranath of MEI Polytechnic, and all the people who are attending today. Thanks to once again Rajesh, as well as Anita Madam, and to everybody, and to great institution RIT. Dhanyavadagalu. Wishing you all the best, Madam.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much. It was a very excellent session, sir. And I'll be sharing the feedback with you once I take it from the students.
Please, Madam. I didn't get your name, Madam.
Yes, sir. I will share the feedback link with the students after some time. Then also I'll share all the very excellent session, sir. Sir, once again, we would like to have you to come to our campus, give an offline session. That will be more effective, and higher semester students also will be more benefited. through Rajesh, I'll arrange some sessions, sir, once again.
But how many students have logged in today, madam, approximately?
Sir, I'll come to know once it is stopped streaming.
Oh, acha, you will
yes,
know about it.
Stop streaming.
But I felt sorry because although I sent the slide, somehow it could not be displayed today.
No, sir, we'll take care of it once because we had not anticipated this. So we'll see. Sir, we'll have offline sessions, sir, that will be more effective.
Definitely, I will come. Anytime I am ready to serve RIT.
Yes,
because Ramaya was a great pal of my father. And we have got a old French connection, like we are known to each other. My brother also studied. He became a great entrepreneur in America, in New Jersey also, for information. So yes, I would like more and more students who are attending today to become entrepreneurs than just become employees. That's all. Thanking you very much.
Correct, sir. Sir, thank you once again. We'll end the session.